Recycled rubbish can make useful raw material for industry, as at this milk bottle factory in Wigan. For industry, there are savings in energy and reductions in pollution, as well as less tangible benefits.
I think there's a considerable marketing edge for companies now if they are producing products that are more environmentally sound, because there really are people out there who want to be making a contribution through the products that they buy. And so it's certainly worth saying that you've used the recycled materials, and that in itself is a good enough incentive for industry.
Conservation is one thrust of this campaign, but Friends of the Earth are equally concerned about our rapidly filling rubbish dumps. It's claimed that many landfill sites, which take 90% of our waste, will be full.
And I understand you're also very much in favour of recycled paper.
Yes, that's right. I've brought in some recycled loo paper here.
It sounds,
which way
it sounds very worrying, I must say, recycled loo paper.
But it's actually recycled paper which is used for loo paper. And if you think, I mean, this one's very soft. There's no problem in terms of you don't have to have that horrible sort of crinkly stuff that you used to have. But a lot of it uses quite a lot of recycled paper in it, but doesn't say so because they think the consumer will be put off. People tend to say, ooh, yuck, it's sort of really horrible, but it really isn't as bad. In fact, it's a very good product in the end. It's just a question of understanding what it is.
Wonderful, Julia. It's absolutely fascinating, and it's great to know that we as consumers do have real power to change things for the better.
I mean, they are responding already, as you've shown there. Mcdonalds have even responded in the manufacture of their cartons for their hamburgers, haven't they?
Yes, it's not only aerosols that contain this chemical CFCs, it's also in quite a number of other things. Packaging for egg boxes and for hamburger cartons, but also for egg boxes. I can see here that this one's a cardboard egg box, and it's significantly better because the alternatives are either plastic, which is contributing to the enormous sort of waste stream that we already have, pollution, energy and that sort of thing, whereas this is recycled cardboard paper, and that makes a difference.
So your average housewife is a very powerful political individual, really, isn't she?
Yes, I mean, she really is voting every day with her purse. Both of these systems are extremely wasteful, and they cause significant environmental problems. If you think about it for a moment, we live in a very small, densely populated country. And as we fill more and more holes in the ground with more and more rubbish, we're rapidly running out of suitable dumping space. Can vans like this can be found all over the country in car parks. And often you find them in supermarket car parks. Do you have any other tips? Are there anything that you shouldn't put in the bottle bank, for example?
Oh, yes. It's called a bottle bank. It's an unfortunate name. It should be a glass bank. People think any sort of bottles. Yes, we want lots of glass. We don't want returnable. We don't want milk bottles. And we most certainly don't want plastic bottles.
The next challenge for recycling is recycling of plastics. Now, the problem up to now has been that there are so many different types of plastic that makes it very difficult. But one leading supermarket have actually come out and labelled their bottles as PET recyclable. And PET is the type of plastic that the bottle's made of. It means that they can identify the type, so they can actually recycle it. And that's the challenge for the plastics industry now. So what can we do if we don't want to be buried under one enormous great pile of rubbish? Well, we can sort our rubbish into glass and cans and paper and take them off for recycling where there are other facilities. And increasingly, all over the country there are. And what are you saving by doing this? Well, you're saving energy and the world's natural resources, and you're helping to keep the country green and pleasant.